Hello, what's up everybody? So about a week ago, we played a deck based around Drakuseth, Maw of Flames. It was basically Rakdos Reanimator. So one of my main concerns with that strategy was basically getting our Bond of Revival countered, which was pretty much the most important part of the deck. Just Bond of Revival, bringing back Drakuseth from the graveyard and swinging in with haste. So counterspells have started to become more prevalent in the meta with the rise back to power of mono blue tempo, and with Simic Flash Wolves playing a whole bunch of counterspells. So I thought, how can we work around that? And it turns out Teferi Time Raveler is basically the best card to hose any and all counterspells from our opponents. So I figured, why not try to build around Teferi Time Raveler, or basically add Teferi Time Raveler to the list. So this is kind of what we've come up with so far, is an Esper Reanimator deck. So I didn't really want to play 5 mana Teferi, and I'm not sure. I doubt this deck is better than traditional Esper control deck, but it's definitely way more fun. So this is what we're working with so far, right? The main pieces of the combo are obviously Drakuseth and Bond of Revival. So we try to pitch Drakuseth to the graveyard, bring him back with the Bond. So we are playing 0 red lands in our mana base, so we cannot hard cast him. So our only way to bring him into play is basically Bond of Revival. So in our colors in Esper, I figured it might be a good idea to have a couple backup plans, which is why I also threw in a Sorin. It's pretty good against anything incredibly aggro. It can also ping other planeswalkers that go down to 1 and finish them off. And I've also brought back Drakuseth once or twice with his minus ability. It won't have haste, but it's just another option that's there for us. So the rest of the list, so we were playing Chart a Course on 2 to draw more cards, find our bonds, and help us discard our Drakuseth. One of Search for Azcanta also helps smooth out our draws. Excellent value if we find the Drakuseth on top and we can just bin it. 2 cast down, obviously, because we need to hose down creatures. Thought Erasure for the disruption. Basically help us get rid of opponents' planeswalkers from their hands, or Nexus of Fate and that type of stuff. Tomebound Lich is a great card. This card idea I got again from Jim Davis's Sultai list. It's a great card for basically every matchup. Like, it's just a 1/3, which isn't a huge power, but Death Touch Lifelink means for against aggro, we can lifelink or block very well, gain some life in the process, or they just have to waste burn spells on them. For against control, we can just start sneaking in little by little, getting some chip damage and looting, because this card loots when he TBs and every time he gets through for damage. And he's also good against like the Gruul Dino type list, because the Death Touch allows him to kill basically anything that's not indestructible. I was playing one of Saheeli as another way to stall and or win if it came to that, but in about, I don't know, 8 or 10 games with her, every time I either never casted her, or if I casted her, she was just basically there to draw in a couple hits. So I took her out, and I'm testing out one of Mu Yanling to see how we feel. Like, she can slow down opponent creatures with her plus. She can make a creature of her own that can also work as an alternate win con or help us out to chip in more damage. The playset of Teferi basically does everything in this deck, right? We can plus 1 to cast Thought Erasure after their draw step to keep them off cards, hoses down counter spells. -3, it's a great tempo against most creatures, bounce them back to their hand, draw another card to help us find our combo pieces. 1 of Ritual of Soot for all those creature matches in Nissa decks. 2 Bond of Insight, but this card's great in this list. It Each player puts the top 4 cards of their library into the graveyard, so it mills us, which can help put Drakuseth into the graveyard. Then return up to 2 instants and our sorcery cards from your graveyard to your hand. So basically, we can buy back a cast down if we need it to kill another creature, or a Thought Erasure if we know they have multiple planeswalkers in their hand, or buy back a Bond of Revival if our Drakuseth died, or if the Bond of Revival was milled in the first place, so that we can bring it to our hand and then use it to bring back Drakuseth again. The one of Sorin I already mentioned. And to enter the God Eternals, this card is also great. There's a lot of creatures going on in the meta. This kills most creatures. The life gain is great against anything aggressive, and also leaving a body that, again, it's twofold, kind of like Mu Yanling. It can be a win con in and of itself, or it can just help us stall a little longer till we can assemble the Drakuseth plus Bond combo. And it also mills the top of our library, so that we can also put in Drakuseth into the graveyard, or even a Bond, and bring it back with the other Bond. So this list has been winning me some matches, so hopefully we're not quite as unlucky as the last video. For the sideboard, we got 2 Duress. This sideboard is mostly taken out of an Esper control list that did pretty well. The only addition I didn't have originally was the Elder spells, and then I played against a Jeskai Walker's deck and I got demolished. So the 2 Elder spells in the sideboard are really helpful and really important. 2 Davin's Veto, 2 Despark for anything with Phoenixes and Planeswalkers over 4 mana. Cryocanarium is great against the set Phoenix and White Weenies that are roaming around. 2 Oath of Kaya, basically for anything that's aggressive. Extra the removal and life gain is great. Ritual of Soot for anything creature heavy. Lyra is a staple sideboard card against anything aggressive. And the Hostage Taker. Bring her in some aggressive matchups like White Weenie. She's been really nice in, and she can even be okay against mono red. That's the list. We're gonna play a couple games in the ladder. Best of 3. Oh, we got the right deck. So we can see how well this deck performs. If you're curious on seeing my original list, I'm going to add a link to the description of this video. The original deck was just Rakdos. Right, we'll be on the play. This hand is not good. This hand's better. Tomebound Lich is nice. We already got a Bond. And we got a billion lands. I mean, this hand's not amazing, but hopefully we can make it work. Opponent says hello. I almost BM'd their opponent by accident. Let's not do that. Hand's definitely slow. This deck in general just wants to play a slower game than the previous version. Definitely more control version. Second Bond is interesting. I think I want to hang on to it. So they're playing blue-green, so they might be playing a bunch of counter spells, so if one gets countered, we'll have a backup. But we haven't seen anything but lands from them, so we can't be sure what they're playing just yet. This might be... so probably
I have practiced meditate and prepare.
Yep. There's Tamiyo. So we gotta be fast here against our opponent. Okay, we're gonna chart a course first, just in case we find the tap land. Oh crap, I missed an Narset, but oh well. Basically, you needed to discard Drakuseth anyways. So I'm gonna chip in for one. I've been caught by Narset. It's passive in at least 2 matches. I keep forgetting it for some reason. And again, the discard part of the effect is still important for us, but so now if we draw a land, we can basically go off. So now I feel kind of bad about discarding that land. Hopefully we don't get punished. But again, not knowing the matchup seems like the right call at least. I was expecting this to be Flash Wolves. Okay. This is on Narset. We have another Tamiyo, okay. First Reclamation. Well, no land, which is unfortunate. I don't see a point in bonding here, just for the chart of course. It won't get us a land quite yet. But I will attack and loot. But yeah, we basically just got really punished for not drawing a land and discarding a land early. Opponent's got something. Sure what. Cast down. I'm just gonna bin the cast down and bond second main. Probably gonna bin all lands now. That's usually how it works. Growth spirals, why they were holding priority. What? Arena? Arena is going insane on me. Okay, we've been a bond, chart a course. Ah, that's gross. They got Nexus got milled. I think this kind of helps them milling them. You can get 2 charter courses here. Pin to 2 Nexus and lands. They just get shuffled back in. It's just awkward. Surge, they basically have their combo set up for the most part here. So we really need to draw a hand. They have it. You think they have it. Yep. Wow. Now they get to Tamiyo next turn. Oh, Nexus.
I would like to ask about any seek and find.
Snares. That's a memorial and taps. They get to draw cards with it, yep. They still have another reclamation activation, so they'll have all the men in the world to do what they need to do. Oh, they didn't find it. And we cannot draw land. just gonna discard the Thought Erasure because it does nothing with Tamiyo. At least I remember that ability. Gonna chart again, because apparently we don't have more than 4 or 5 lands in our deck. Okay. Now they're gonna flip us to this turn.
Oh! Violence is impolite!
Yep. So we might not have another turn in this game.
I think you will find my notes helpful.
Okay, no Nexus. Their library's down to 31 though.
Seek shelter in my stewardship. Behold, nature's
So now they
true
really
power.
have a billion mana. 2 reclamations and an Nissa. That 4. So, sorry about that. Apparently people know how to close doors here. This is not great content. I'm sure all of you are tired of watching your opponents play goldfish against you, so we're just gonna scoop it up. Go to game 2. Dove and Speedo are helpful here. D-Spark is as well. We also saw 3 different walkers from them. So cast downs come out, though I believe they usually tend to bring like some creature win conditions, but okay, we're at 61. Ritual of Soot. I don't know how I feel about the Duress. Are probably good, but Tamiyo makes them awkward. I'm gonna run it like this. Okay, this is a better opener. Get to keep 7, we have Teferi and Chart of course, and Bond of Revival. These sparks also probably going to be nice in this matchup. It's Wilderness Reclamation. I don't know how greedy I want to be if I want to chart a course right now. If I don't draw Drakuseth, or if I draw it right after and don't have a way to bin it, it's going to be awkward. I guess Bond can also help get 1 into the graveyard. Probably not shocked it then. We're just going to chart. I don't want to give them more time than necessary. I don't mind banning a Bond of Revival here because we have a Bond of Insight in hand, which we're probably casting on 4. Counter spells, good to know. I guess it is to be expected. Since we're mostly a control deck. Okay, going for the Bond of Insight here. Hopefully we mill a Drakuseth. There he goes. And we also milled negate on their side. So that's and a search. Okay, that's good. It's definitely two cards we don't want them to have in hand. So he might be able to combo on them here. I mean, they could definitely have other options, other to contain our Drakuseth. Fogs and the like options. Okay. Alright, let's see. Got another counter spell or a fog opponent. Would have been really good if our Teferi had resolved here, because they would have been basically locked into taking 11 damage. Okay, Monsters inside is fine. They're taking 11 here. Four to the face and nothing. 7. This card's insane. I really enjoy playing this card. It feels great. Getting in turn 5 and just smacking them in the face for 11. Nexus. I mean, it's annoying, but they don't have a Tamiyo out or a flipped Azcanta, so it's not the end of the world. Spiral. So they seem to be digging for more stuff here. That's 3. Got another one? Wow.
I have just the trick for this.
Wow, Blinko and I. Oh man, this is awkward. So we got the Charter Courses to discard him again, but we're gonna be 1 mana short of doing everything and bringing him back again. Fortunately. Oh my god, they just got everything. That's insane. No engine going. It's 3 back-to-back Nexus of Fates. Yep. A fun card. Nexus of Fate is a very fun card. As well.
The moon looks intriguing tonight. The story past holds our future.
Yep. I guess it's hard to beat your opponent taking 4 turns in a row. What can we even do here? So definitely discard Drakuseth is fine. We know they have the negate. So we open up with chart. See if they negate it. They might not, because we can't draw the card anyways. Yeah. We could despark the Reclamation. Not sure if that's good enough. Still have Tamiyo on the board. Or maybe we should despark Tamiyo. Let's go with these sparklings. Just negate it. Now we get to watch our opponent take 5 turns in a row again.
The virtue of this world. Be wary of the ground you walk on.
I know it's somewhere.
Sorry. No Nexus. They not find it? I think they didn't find it. Yep, we're still digging over there. So we get another chance here. If they got a negate or a fog, then we're just dead. Do you have? Well, we can. Oh yeah, he's got a force here, so he can grab a fog. Yep, negate. Yep, we're done. Well, that was a good waste of 15 minutes. Cannot wait for Nexus of Fate to go away. Let's try again. People hate on Teferi, and Teferi can make games not fun, but Nexus of Fate is just a step farther. We got no white, but we get to try Mu Yanling. If they're playing creature, she could be pretty good. We got cast down. This hand's, I'm not sure about this hand, but I think we're gonna try it out. We just added Mu Yanling to the list right before this video, so it's gonna be first try with her, see how she feels. Guess it's probably gonna be really dependent on the matchup as well, but we'll see. Oh, there's our white as well. So if they play a creature, we get to cast it down. Then we can either Teferi or Mu Yanling. Creature. So cast down. Drakuseth is pretty good. So we got options here. I'm not too worried about instant speed plays from them, so I think we're just gonna play Mu Yanling. Start bluffing.
Many have challenged me over the ages.
4/4 seems like a decent body.
Hold your temper.
Against most decks. Okay. So we're gonna make it 4/4.
Ride the winds to victory.
Play a tap land. And I think we're also gonna get some Teferi value here.
Let's slow this down. Don't worry, I got this.
So, finally feel pretty in control in this match. Oh, that chart of course would have been great one turn earlier. Okay, So, a life gain deck? Opponent deck seems pretty interesting. That guy is 0-2.
Bow to the howling winds.
Oh, I've done
Yeah,
the
just
hero
gonna
thing
chart.
before.
Okay, Arena likes to move our cards around. Gotta be careful not to mess up and accidentally discard the wrong thing. There's no point in attacking with the bird right now, so we're just gonna keep it back. If they can make this guy huge, I don't know, they could gain like a ton of life here somehow. And disregard the -2, -0.
We could be much greater. Now, do you see the benefits of peace?
But now they're tapped out. And we get to go off. Okay, wait. Let's do these things first.
Let's try this.
And this again doesn't matter because we're burning the pride main anyways.
Sky is my domain.
Here we go. Turn later than I would like to, but still great. Okay, so opponent gives us the GG. Yep. Don't blame him. Drakuseth is gross. Yanling seemed pretty good there actually. So our creatures, what creatures we saw were pretty small, so Cry definitely comes in. So they have Cruel Celebrant, so they're probably like gonna go wide, I wanna believe, so I'm gonna bring in the Ritual of Soot. We obviously didn't see that much of their deck. We saw the one Planeswalker, so D-Spark is definitely a consideration. What do I want to cut? Becomes the question. I can cut a Bond of Insight, so that's just kind of like a backup. And let's cut a cast down since we brought in 2 more sweepers. That seems good. I mean, I'm definitely considering Duress and Elder Spell, and even Dovin's Veto, but I believe we're just gonna run it like this. I think they're mainly trying to build up a board, so Cry and the Ritual should be favorable. Also on the draw to help us catch back up. We got rid of a cast down, we open with 2, and this is a all check land hand, but I don't think I'm supposed to send this back. I mean, we got all our colors and we're on the draw. Hopefully we draw into a shock land and then all our mana will be untapped. One wide indeed. That is not a shock land. So we are definitely, what was that arena? We're definitely base blue, black, and white is a bit of a splash, so I'm gonna open with this. Oh, nope, no luck on lands. Tomebound Lich seems pretty good in this matchup. Okay, 4/3 is pretty big. We're most likely casting that guy down. Oh, search for Azcanta is also nice, but I'm gonna do this now because they're playing green and they could definitely have Bale of Summer in the sideboard and brought it in. So they'll give their creatures hexproof from blue and black, so and they would have drawn a card and protected their food. So definitely want to do it while they're cast down. Yep, I'm definitely glad I didn't play the search for Azcanta, because they had another one in hand. And now we really need some draw lands here. And it's not a land, it is a 5 mana spell. So this is tricky. They're running out of cards, so definitely just casting down the 4/3 seems fine. Also, Tomebound Lich is also not bad. I think I'm gonna maximize my mana and keep cycling through the cards on our deck because we really need lands. I don't mind just ditching Thought Erasure here. Okay, Arena. So now even if we don't find a land next turn, we can cast down Thought Erasure or like cast down Azcanta. Right, opponent is coming in. I think I'm just gonna block the vampire. We're decently healthy, so that way I get to keep around the Tomebound Lich and block again next. And I'm probably casting this guy down anyways. Ooh, Reanimator. Opponent deck is weird. Okay, so we got a land, so I think we're just going to enter on this guy. Mill ourselves. There's a dragon. Big boy dragon. No Bond of Revival yet. We're definitely gonna go in and then attack. If they block, they block. If they don't, we get to loot again. There's another dragon, I guess we can just discard that one too. So now we just need a Bond of Revival. Tristani. I'm up there blocking here. So I believe we're gonna open up with Thought Erasure. Surveil's good, will also help us. Okay. I don't think I care about Tristani. I'm gonna get rid of this guy because this guy is pretty big. Another Lich. I don't think I need that or want that right now. So I don't care about him casting this right now, and we're just gonna Azcanta. We definitely Thought Erasure again to Surveil the top of the deck. I'm also gonna attack. I'm basically all in on finding Bond here. Bond of Revival. So this, oh, if he blocks, that's also fine. This goes here, guys. That's perfectly fine as well. Azcanta will also flip. Graveyard. Transform. Man, so unlucky. Okay, so this is how we're gonna sequence this. We're gonna cast down the 4/4. And we're going to Bond of Insight. There's a Bond of Revival. And a Cry. So we definitely need this. And then Drakuseth can kill most other things. So on the case, just in case they play something big, yeah, grab enter. So I can make another big guy. And we can play land and pass. So this match seems to be pretty much in the bag here. And she dies, she makes a bunch of 1/1s. That's not a big deal. Cry would have been nice here, but it's fine. You don't need it. Another Drakuseth, or clearing out the board here. Ooh, and we also got mana up to Thought Erasure. Yes, so attack for 7, 4, 3, and 3. Yeah, you get 3 1-1s, 2 1-1s. That's fine. Take away their Trostani. So now they're trying to drag it to graveyard. Teferi's pretty good. Yep, opponent's giving us the good game. I mean, I will too, though they could definitely still have. Sorin's not bad.
The ringing of my sword is your death knell.
Yeah. But I don't think there's much opponent can do at this point.
You belong to me now.
Okay, just gonna try to draw some extra cards. Oh, gotta land. So I think we're just gonna Teferi here.
I know my
So
responsibility.
what are we killing, or what are we not killing? Just gonna kill the Ruin Raider. I'm gonna bounce the Ruin Raider. If they want to play it back, they can spend the mana for it. It's fine. And he scoops. Yep. So there we finally managed to showcase the power of this list. Ooh, we get a pack. So I know we're between our matches, but who don't like opening a pack? Let's see what we got. Wild cards, great. Leyline. That's fine. Gotta get those out of the way so that we start opening better stuff, I guess. Right, so we're 1-1. The Nexus of Fate is still evil. Nothing else has changed. This hand's pretty good. No Drakuseth or Bond, but you got some card draw and some interaction and pretty good mana. Might be in a mirror match here, maybe, potentially. I mean, definitely not a mirror match, because who else is playing Esper Drakuseth, right? But you know what I mean. Okay. So this kind of sucks, because the bouncing and Drakuseth back to our hands is bad, but if we get the Teferis, it shouldn't be a problem. I feel like you just gotta do Thought Erasure. I also don't want him to have the Teferi, but I can only Thought Erasure one thing right now. Okay, so I think we definitely get our own Teferi going here.
This isn't a fight you can win.
Not worried about them being able to crack back and finish Maw, so we're just gonna draw a card. Keep digging through our library. Oh, I guess I stand corrected. I forgot about Oath of God.
I really should have seen
that's
that
fine,
coming.
we got a backup. which is what we're going to do.
Trust me.
They have
You'll
another
thank me later.
Azcanta. I mean, they could, right? But whatever, let's be greedy.
That's more like it.
It's not, we're not playing a very conservative deck. We're playing a let's do cool stuff deck. So let's try to do it. Some other pieces, hostage takers, whatever. Just as a 2/3. So
Here goes
definitely
nothing.
interesting on setting up some defense for Teferi, but I don't think it's going to happen here. They can just remove my Lich. Well, if they remove my Lich with the Tyrant Storm, that means they can't bounce Drakuseth. Oh, there we go. Cast down. It's more like it, so discard. And I'll play this in their turn. And we're also gonna hang on to the chart, of course, because here's annoying. Okay, so they're probably gonna Tyrant Scorn with the hero in play. So it looks like they missed on land drop. We can just burn the hero next turn, assuming we find our other piece. This could be a mistake, but yeah, we're just gonna destroy Lich. For a moment, I was thinking that I already had the bond, and I clearly don't.
Don't
That was
worry,
a
I got this.
brain fart moment. So we're charting, of course, here. Guess. Discard Watery Graves. This is awkward. Oh, I got nothing else to do, and this... I can do this instant speed. Does it matter? Yeah. Just do that. There's another Drakuseth. Cast down Thought Erasure are okay to grab. Fortunately, Teferi's not gonna be hanging around much longer.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
They play their own Teferi. So
All
if we
that
find
unknown for my excellent timing.
Bond of Revival here, will still be in good shape, I believe. I don't think they play any counter spells. That's awkward. I believe we're just gonna go with this. Get rid of the hero. Oh no. Oh, Bond of Revival was on top of the library. Why wouldn't it be there? Whoa, okay, you get to get rid of Commander Dreadhorde. I guess we'll keep the chart, of course. Probably, I feel like I misplayed this game.
No
I'm
time
not
for a
sure
break.
Where. I mean, maybe Teferi.
I'm known for my excellent. Here we go.
Elder spells will definitely come in handy from the sideboard, as well as the Dovin's Vetoes. Man. Okay, so we'll chart first, see if we're lucky. I mean, on the Vent side's not the worst. Lets us get the Bond of Revival back. Ooh, Teferi. So we need this one. What else do we want here? Thought Erasure, chart of course. We can Thought Erasure right now? No, we can't. Did I play land this turn? I didn't, okay. So we can Thought Erasure here. Ah, Tyrant Scorns, yep, so they're just gonna be able to bounce our dragon before combat.
We need to move quickly.
Yeah, I believe they're pretty in control of
Let's
this
try
game
this.
at this point. Basically relying on them not properly setting up a stop to prevent Drakuseth from attacking, which is not much to hope for. Let's see. So they would have needed to set up a stop here on us, right? Yeah, looks like they did. So I think we're just dead now. Teferi's on 7 already.
Hurry!
I mean, it was at 35
No,
cards,
I am
right?
not making this up as I go.
Which is pretty cool, I guess. Another Drakuseth. If only we could cast it. Alright, we're not getting out of this hole now. They're gonna emblem next turn. That's fine. That's probably at least the best deck in the previous meta. Alright, let's see how we build. How we rebuild for them. It's definitely important to keep some number of cast downs. Draw, I would definitely consider bringing like Cry or Hero. Definitely need Elder Spell here, and Dovin's Veto. And T-Spark is also a consideration. So we saw a command from them. Yeah, just something to keep in mind. They have a command the Dreadhordes available. So we might want to try to either snipe them with Thought Erasure or hang on to a Dovin's Veto for it. That's hard to do with the amount of powerful spells they have against walkers. This hand's okay. Don't have double blue for Mu Yanling, but can go Thought Erasure into Lich. Okay, so no bond till late last game, and now we get 2 bonds by turn 2. I definitely don't want them to have the Teferi. Just bounce our stuff. And D-Spark is in solid instant speed answer to Drakuseth, but we're a ways from that still. We'll keep the bombs up and just sit hard. So they have 1 creature in hand. They might try to get our Lich. I'm gonna feel bad about this, but here's our blue. Yeah, I want to do some work here.
mind is a tempest that can be controlled or unleashed. Bow to the howling
Can't
winds.
despark the token, but they could hostage taker it, which would remove it. With it being a token, it just goes away.
I am not going to sit this one out.
Can bounce the old guy.
Trust me,
Yep.
I have a plan.
Teferi of our own. So, if we minus to make a bird, we got just gonna Elf of Kaya her. So we're gonna plus. Same with Teferi. They got their own Teferi, so keeping up the Wind's Beetle does effectively nothing. So we're just gonna Teferi and plus as well.
I'll protect you.
And hope they don't find an Elder spell and wipe our Planeswalkers.
Here goes nothing.
But I mean, we can't do anything about that regardless, so let's worry about what we know about recently.
No more
Try on
games.
Teferi, okay, they don't want to structure cards. They know we're kind of mana screwed here. So now I'm tempted to minus on Mu Yanling. We might just have another Elf of Kaya,
Might be a bad idea.
which is weird. These are islands, so if we get to Emblem, but we get to draw a bunch of cards, which could be good.
Learn some respect.
Get an emblem with islands you control, have tap, draw a card. Opponent has so much more mana, hopefully you don't pick Teferi.
I've got
attack our Mu Yanling here either. You got a lot of outs. Us being mana screwed isn't great. Okay, now
You show remorse. I'll show restraint. I've got it.
play again. Okay, it's fine. Play it. We get to kill our time. Oh, it's very time
Don't get
Raveler.
me
Oh
involved.
no, they prevented ultimate. Okay. Well, that's fine. I mean, that means they don't have much else going for them, right?
Oh, I've done the hero
that
thing
means,
before.
okay. So if we minus, you'd go to 2. That's already 2 time Ravelers. No, actually 3. So the odds of them having 4th in their hand, as slim as they are, they're probably gonna have it. Because why wouldn't they? I think I'm just gonna keep pulsing. They're definitely worried about us doing that ultimate.
Control your temper.
And what? Okay, just a second. Is there a point on reviving our Lich? I don't think so, right? Just enters that. Actually, yes there was. I could have killed her Teferi. I'll loot it again.
That's more like
Should
it.
have turned on Dovin's veto her turn after. But, oh well. Just feels bad to bring him back the 1-3. I would have gotten to loot twice actually, on ETB and on attack. No, attack has to be player. So just once. Oh, they had another Elf of Kaya, is what they had, okay. It's a good thing we didn't minus the Mu Yanling there. Worked out for us. Okay, so plus here.
Don't worry, I got this.
Plus here.
Learn some
Seems kind of weird, but we're just gonna cast down the other one. I mean the hero. We do want to do something about this guy soon. Sooner rather than later, but
I've got time.
just okay. Right. So they're running out of cards here. You just had to kill their own dude. Okay, Dovin vetoes are okay. So if we emblem she goes to 1, he might just kill his own Teferi to Oath of Kaya, which would turn on our Dovin's vetoes, which is awesome. So we're just gonna do that. Try to catch him. Gonna plus here. And
that's more like it.
Definitely need to kill the hostage taker before anything else. So this is not the hostage taker, can just attack and kill Mu Yanling. We definitely want to keep her around if possible. And this is instant speed, right? Each opponent can cast spells only anytime they could cast sorcery, so this is an ability, so we can do this at their end step. Basically draw 3 cards. And if they go for the line I just said, we'll just destroy them with Dovin's veto. Yep, they're going for it. I mean, I guess they haven't been drawing very well, so they haven't had anything else to do. So now we get to say nope. And we get to say nope to that as well. That's pretty good. Would have liked to draw some cards, but yeah, they'll scoop to that. Dovin's veto were clutch there. Mu Yanling also basically won us that game. Right, so we're gonna be on the draw now. Oh, their spell's still important. I feel like we can cut a bond of insight and bring in a cry just to deal with the heroes. I mean, a hostage taker of our own might not be bad. They definitely have more creatures. They're probably gonna board out most of the removal as well. They only got like the D-Sparks, which actually does hit hostage taker though. I'm not sure. I think I'm just gonna play like this. Right, game 3, match 3 against Esper Hero or Esper Controller, Esper Midrange, or any and all of those. We're on the draw. We got a chart to find lands. I think we get to keep this. We could definitely get super unlucky. We're no strangers to that, but I think this had to keep the chart. The chart, of course. Oh no. Thought Erasure was definitely something to consider that we didn't. I mean, we could just draw into lands organically, right? But naturally, yeah, they're more worried about Teferi. Don't blame them. And yeah, we draw into a land at least. So what are they doing? We got nothing instant speed here, so I think we're just gonna try to first start rebuilding our hand. What do we discard? Discard a land. No, we got punished for doing that earlier, but oh man, another Thought Erasure. That sucks. Goes our turn 3 play, unfortunately. Hey, we found another one though.
Let's slow
Could
this
definitely
down.
have Oath of Gaia, but I feel like we need to draw some cards here.
There was nothing.
Dark Forces, okay. Argyll's Bloodfast. Oh, I haven't seen that card in a while. That means no Oath of Gaia. Plus...
I'll protect you.
Double Dragon, no lands. Oh, getting punished once again for discarding a land. I think I'm... how many? I'm not sure how many lands I'm running, I can't remember. I believe 25? Might need.
I am not.
Teferi plus...
Let's skip to the good part.
You know we have Elder Spell. Do they have a Dovin's Veto over there, maybe? Wait a minute. Oh wait, they can't counter because you got Teferi. Dummy. Alright, so... I'm going to kill their Teferi, put our Teferi to 4, minus...
This is hardly my worst defeat.
on their Argyll's Bloodfast, so they have to recast it. They can draw if they want. Pay 2 life. It's fine. But again, if they want to recast it, they have to pay them
done
in again.
the hero thing before.
And unfortunately, not a 4th land. We keep getting punished for discarding the lands. There's the Oath of Gaia. We feared.
Now what?
There's a land. Also, no double blue for Mu Yanling. We do have a Tomebound Lich in the graveyard, so we can shock Sorin.
I will have revenge for House Markov.
-3. Get the Lich. Loot again. Drakuseth to the back.
Darkness within.
Hopefully draw land. Not a land. But I guess we're 1 card closer to our next land. That's a lot of Bonds of Revival. Draw extra cards.
Thoughtfulness before action.
Thought Erasure doesn't matter at this point, really. I'm just waiting on land 5 here. I don't hate the Dovin's Veto. Again,
So much
it's
commotion.
not
What
land
a
5.
mess I've made.
We're going at them. They get to draw another card from our set. Oh wait, and we can't draw ourselves. Oh man. Again, I always forget that. I think we're just gonna ditch a bond since we can't cast them anyways. Then what else could we want? Just gonna bond up Insight here to use our mana. Thought Erasure. Definitely getting the Elder Spell because we only have 1 more in the attack. And I think Thought Erasure. They mailed the command, okay, good.
Meditate
We don't have to
and prepare.
deal with that. Having them command the Dreadhorde our Drakuseth is kinda scary. You're 35 cards deep. We did just mill 3 lands also. Right? Or did this rearrange itself? I'm not sure. And we don't have a Teferi in place, so they. Oh, there's a command.
Those who cannot perceive beyond
Trust
the
me.
veil
Keep up the pace.
are lost.
This is awkward. Although they're down to 3. And we got another dragon. So just the trigger
Open
would
mind.
kill them. Oh, take it, Dovin's veto. That's insane. I mean, we have an extra bond. Oh no. We have 2 extra bonds, I meant to say. And they're at 3. We're at 20, so I don't think we're quite dead yet. But how do we sequence all of this? Thought Erasure, them, force the Dovin's veto. Yeah, okay. Elder spell killed both their walkers. I think we're still in this.
We will
Your
Nothing
meet
at
again.
3 means they can just like die. Sorin. Yep. Put him on 3 to 2.
I abhor my
Tagler, Death Touch, Lifelink. I think we kinda got this. Now there's no creatures on the battlefield, so they got nothing to target with their Enter the God Eternals. Do we win? Opponent just got way too greedy there. Yep, you got our Doe and Speedo. It's fine. We got Bonds of Revivals for days. Ah, you get this. Oh no, he did. Wait, he didn't even try? He left himself on the 2-turn clock, and he's tapped out. Right, so we got it. We beat Esper Hero. That's a fun conclusion to this video. I'm pretty happy. So yeah, Nexus. Nexus is Nexus. That's gross. Can't wait for it to go away. But this deck definitely has legs. Like, this is a huge improvement on the Rakdos version. Again, I'm gonna leave a link in the description if you would like to look at that and maybe try to mess around with it. If you have any other suggestions or cards you would play or ideas, please send them my way in the comments. I really want to keep working on this deck and see if I can improve it and make it better. And yeah, this was definitely fun. So hey, if you liked the video, hit the like button. If you want to see more content and possibly more updates on this list, subscribe. And that's all. See you guys later.